When you visit the Netherlands, one thing will probably surprise you right away. You can walk into a cafe in Amsterdam, a shop in Utrecht, or even a small bakery in a tiny village, and, without hesitation, start speaking English. The person behind the counter will likely reply fluently, often without even an accent. This can be a shock for visitors who are used to struggling with language barriers abroad. So, is it true? Do the Dutch all speak fluent English? And if so, why? Today, we're going to dive deep into this question and uncover the history, the culture, the education system, and a few myths about English in the Netherlands. Let's start with the statistics. According to the EF English Proficiency Index, the Netherlands has consistently ranked at or near the top of the list for non-native English speakers in the entire world. In some years, it has been number one. Over 90% of the population claims to be able to speak English to some degree, and in urban areas, that percentage is even higher. That's an impressive number for a country where the official language is Dutch, not English. But here's where things get interesting. Just because someone can speak English doesn't mean everyone speaks it fluently. There is a big difference between ordering a coffee and discussing politics or complex scientific ideas in another language. While many Dutch people are indeed comfortable in English, their proficiency varies depending on education, work experience, and personal interest. So, why is the Netherlands so good at English? One major reason is education. English is taught in schools from a very young age, sometimes starting as early as primary school. By the time students finish high school, they've had years of English lessons, including grammar, vocabulary, listening, and speaking practice. And because higher education in the Netherlands often offers programs in English, many university students use English daily in their studies. Another reason? Media. In the Netherlands, foreign films and TV shows are not dubbed into Dutch, unlike in countries like France or Spain. Instead, they're shown in their original language with Dutch subtitles. That means kids grow up hearing native English speakers on TV and in movies, while reading the translation in Dutch. Over time, this constant exposure to authentic pronunciation and phrasing makes English feel natural. Let's not forget geography and economy. The Netherlands is a small country with a big international presence. It's a major hub for trade, tourism, and global business. Dutch companies work with partners from all over the world, and English is the common language in international trade. In many workplaces, especially in tech, science, and multinational companies, English is the main working language. But here's a myth worth busting: not every Dutch person speaks perfect English. Older generations, especially those who grew up before English education became widespread, may have more limited skills. And in some rural areas, you might find people who prefer speaking Dutch. Still, even in those situations, they often understand more English than they speak, and they'll try their best to help. There's also the cultural aspect. The Dutch are known for being direct, practical, and adaptable. If speaking English makes communication easier, they'll do it without hesitation. And because they value efficiency, switching to English to help a tourist or colleague just makes sense. Interestingly, this high level of English proficiency can sometimes create an unexpected problem for people trying to learn Dutch. If you're an expat or student here and your Dutch isn't perfect yet, many locals will switch to English the moment they hear you struggle, making it harder to practice. It's a friendly gesture, but it can slow down your language learning. So, are the Dutch really all fluent in English? The answer is, almost all of them speak it very well, but fluent means different things to different people. Some can debate complex topics, others are more comfortable sticking to everyday conversation. But as a visitor, you'll find it incredibly easy to get by without speaking Dutch at all. What's even more remarkable is the attitude toward English. In some countries, using English too much might be seen as abandoning the national language. In the Netherlands, there's a general pride in being multilingual, and English is viewed as a useful skill rather than a threat to Dutch culture. Of course, the Dutch language remains central to national identity. Government documents, legal proceedings, and everyday life still revolve around Dutch. But being able to switch seamlessly between Dutch and English, and sometimes other languages like German or French, is just part of the Dutch skill set. So next time you're in the Netherlands and you order your coffee in English, don't be surprised when the barista not only understands you perfectly but asks you if you want oat milk or soy milk, without missing a beat. That's just life in one of the most English proficient countries on earth. And maybe, just maybe, you'll leave inspired to pick up a few Dutch words yourself. Because while you can survive here with only English, showing an effort to speak Dutch is always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.